The Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta in Bangladesh low-landed country and in West Bengal is a river delta in the South Asia region of Bengal, consisting of Bangladesh and the state of West Bengal, India. It is the world's largest delta, and empties into the Bay of Bengal. It is also one of the most fertile regions in the world, thus earning the nickname the Green Delta. The delta stretches from the Hooghly River on the west to the Meghna River on the east. It is approximately 354 kilometers across at the Bay of Bengal. Kolkata and Haldia in India and Mongla and Chittagong in Bangladesh are the principal seaports of the delta. A number of large rivers flow through the Brahmaputra Delta, including the Padma and the Jamuna, which merge and then join the Meghna before entering the sea. Geography. The Ganges Delta has the shape of a triangle, and is considered to be an arcuate delta. It covers more than 105,000 square kilometers, and although the delta lies mostly in Bangladesh and India, rivers from Bhutan, China, India, and Nepal drain into it from the north. Approximately two-thirds of the delta is in Bangladesh. Most of the delta is composed of alluvial soils made up by small sediment particles that finally settle down as river currents slow down in the estuary. Rivers carry these fine particles with them, even from the sources at glaciers, as fluvia glacial. Red and red-yellow laterite soils are found as one heads farther east. The soil has large amounts of minerals and nutrients, which is good for agriculture. It is composed of a labyrinth of channels, swamps, lakes, and floodplain sediments. The Irrawaddy River, one of the distributaries of the Ganges, divides the Ganges Delta into two parts: the geologically young, active Eastern Delta, and the older, less active Western Delta. Population: between 125 and 143 million people live on the delta, despite risks from floods caused by monsoons, heavy runoff from the melting snows of the Himalayas, and tropical cyclones. A large part of the nation of Bangladesh lies in the Ganges Delta, and many of the country's people depend on the delta for survival. It is believed that upwards of 300 million people are supported by the Ganges Delta, and approximately 400 million people live in the Ganges River Basin, making it the most populous river basin in the world. Most of the Ganges Delta has a population density of more than 200 people per square kilometer, making it one of the most densely populated regions in the world. Wildlife: 3 terrestrial ecoregions cover the delta. The lower Gangetic Plains moist deciduous forest ecoregion covers most of the delta region, although the forests have mostly been cleared for agriculture and only small enclaves remain. Thick stands of tall grass, known as canebrakes, grow in wetter areas. The Sundarbans freshwater swamp forests ecoregion lies closer to the Bay of Bengal. This ecoregion is flooded with slightly brackish water during the dry season, and fresh water during the monsoon season. These forests, too, have been almost completely converted to intensive agriculture, with only 130 square kilometers of the ecoregion's 14,600 square kilometers protected. Where the delta meets the Bay of Bengal, Sundarbans mangroves form the world's largest mangrove ecoregion, covering an area of 20,400 square kilometers in a chain of 54 islands. They derive the name from the predominant mangrove species, Heritiera fames, which are known locally as Sundria sundari. Animals in the delta include the Indian python, clouded leopard, Indian elephant and crocodiles, which live in the Sundarbans. Approximately 1,020 endangered Bengal tigers are believed to inhabit the Sundarbans. The Ganges-Brahmaputra basin has tropical deciduous forests that yield valuable timber. Sal, teak, and peepal trees are found in these areas. The delta region has mangrove trees. It is estimated that 30,000 chital are in the Sundarbans part of the delta. Birds found in the delta include kingfishers, eagles, woodpeckers, the shallak, the swamp francolin, and the dell. Two species of dolphin can be found in the delta, the Irrawaddy dolphin and the Ganges River dolphin. The Irrawaddy dolphin is an oceanic dolphin which enters the delta from the Bay of Bengal. The Ganges River dolphin is a true river dolphin, but is extremely rare and considered endangered. Trees found in the delta include sundari, garjan, bamboo, mangrove palm, and mangrove date palm. Many endangered species live here. Geology. The Ganges Delta lies at the junction of three tectonic plates, the Indian Plate, the Eurasian Plate, and the Burma Plate. The edge of the Eocene Paleo Shelf runs approximately from Kolkata to the edge of the Shillong Plateau. The edge of the Paleo Shelf marks the transition from the thick continental crust in the northwest to the thin continental or oceanic crust in the southeast. The enormous sediment supply from the Himalayan collision has extended the delta about 400 kilometers seaward since the Eocene. The sediment thickness southeast of the edge of the Paleo Shelf beneath the Ganges Delta can exceed 16 kilometers. Economy. Approximately two-thirds of the Bangladesh people work in agriculture and grow crops on the fertile floodplains of the delta. The major crops that are grown in the Ganges Delta are jute, tea, and rice. Fishing is also an important activity in the delta region, with fish being a major source of food for many of the people in the area. In recent years, scientists have been helping the poor people of the delta to improve fish farming methods by turning unused ponds into viable fish farms, and improving methods of raising fish in existing ponds. Many people can now earn a living raising and selling fish. Using new systems, fish production in existing ponds has increased 800%. Shrimp are farmed in containers or cages that are submerged in open water. Most are exported. As there is a maze of many river branches, the area is difficult to pass. Most islands are only connected with the mainland by simple wooden ferry boats. Bridges are rare. Some islands are not yet connected to the electric grid, so island residents tend to use solar cells for a bit of electric supply. Climate. The Ganges Delta lies mostly in the tropical wet climate zone, and receives between 1,500 to 2,000 millimeters of rainfall each year in the western part, and 2,000 to 3,000 millimeters in the eastern part. Cyclones and flooding. In November 1970, the deadliest tropical cyclone of the 20th century hit the Ganges Delta region. The 1970 Bola cyclone killed 500,000 people, with another 100,000 missing. The Guinness Book of World Records estimated the total loss of human life from the Bola cyclone at 1 million. Another cyclone hit the delta in 1991, killing about 139,000 people. People have to be careful on the river delta as severe flooding also occurs. In 1998, the Ganges flooded the delta, killing about 1,000 people and leaving more than 30 million people homeless. The Bangladesh government asked for $900 million to help feed the people of the region, as the entire rice crop was lost. Future of the Delta. One of the greatest challenges people living on the Ganges Delta may face in coming years is the threat of rising sea levels caused by climate change. An increase in sea level of 0.5 meters could result in 6 million people losing their homes in Bangladesh. Important gas reserves have been discovered in the delta, such as in the Titas and Bakrabad gas fields. Several major oil companies have invested in exploration of the Ganges Delta region. View